I mean, I love the matchup. It indicates that you guys aren't scared. This heavyweight era, you guys have big talkers, big personalities, and guys who can fight. I'm curious, Tyson, what you thought of Deontay's fight against Ortiz, who's a guy no one wanted to fight, 6'4" Cuban southpaw with speed and punching power and an amateur background. He gets rocked, comes back to win. What were you thinking?
I thought it was a great fight. And I thought Deontay done very, very good to beat Ortiz. It showed he's a real champion and a champion's heart. To get hurt, come back and knock a guy out. A guy who nobody wanted to fight. A guy who everybody avoided. Deontay went in there, knocked him clean out.
Are you surprised he gives you those kind of props? Because you can both talk, and you're both very confident, and we've heard him go at guys and everything. Yeah. Are you surprised that he gives you those kind of props for that?
Not necessarily. You know what I mean? It's different characters in the boxing game, and when you're at the high level that we are, it's okay to compliment. You know, it's okay in general. You know, a lot of guys, we want to be men, we're fighters, so we take pride. We have egos. We don't want to say what he do good or best, you know, to scratch up the ego even more, but we're realists.
And what is real quick, and Stephen A. wants to get in, what does he do well?
Well, he does well, you know, he got great movement to be 6'9". You know, he can throw combinations well, you know. He can do, you know, you've seen him on the rope-a-dope, doing the rope-a-dope, you know.
What about his heart when he, like S.S. Cunningham has him on the deck, he gets up to win?
At this point, you don't have to judge his heart because you just said he took a fight that he didn't have to take. He's showing his country that he's not scared. He's not a coward. He didn't have to take this fight, but this fight was easy to make because when two champions want to fight, it's nothing stopping us from fighting.
Why did you want him?
After the layoff, I've had 2.5 years out the ring. I was never defeated inside a boxing ring. And I wanted to fight the best when I came back.
Why not?
And the best at that time is Deontay Wilder.
But I guess what I'm asking, that being out of the game for 2.5 years, I mean, don't you need a little bit more time to prepare for that man who's a knockout artist?
Yes, he's got everything going for him, but I don't do second best. And I don't do boxing to be 3rd or 10th or have an unbeaten record. I want to be the best again. So that's what I got to do. I've got to beat this man to be the best. Like I say, if I can't be the best, I ain't going to be 2nd place or 3rd either. There's no place for me in boxing to be anything other than number 1.
Deontay, I'm wondering whether, or how important is it, rather, that not only that you win this fight, but win this fight convincingly. We all know what your aspirations are. We all know that Anthony Joshua is a target out there for the both of y'all. How important is it for you, in your mind, to win this fight in convincing fashion?
I mean, it's important, but I don't dwell on putting pressure on myself, have to win it in great fashion. In my eyes, all I had to do is take the win, you know.
It's funny that you say that because the whole thing about you is that you're electrifying. Like even the Stavern rematch, you know, Stavern's out of shape, blah, blah, but the way you got rid of him had fans electrified. The Ortiz fans, the whole thing about you is you electrify the crowd, but here you're saying it doesn't matter how you win, just that you win.
That's how I think, you know. If I go in with obligations, if I go in knowing I have this massive responsibility that I have to continue to follow my act of knocking guys out, then it brings pressure. But I don't think about knocking guys out. It just automatically, that's something that's built inside of me. That's something that's comes.
Stephen A. brings up Anthony Joshua, like you both want Joshua, and you kind of rolled your eyes a little. Why?
He's not in my plans.
Why not?
The guy was offered to fight me a few times, turned it down. He's turned down the fight with Wilder for a hell of a lot of money. The man I'm interested in and only concerned about is Deontay Wilder.
Let me ask you about Anthony Joshua quick, though, because you're the lineal heavyweight champ. There was only one heavyweight champ. It was Vladimir Klitschko. Apologies, but I've heard you say the same thing. You got to beat the man. You beat him.
Yeah.
But then you went away. You had problems. You went away.
Yeah.
And in that time, a consensus formed around Joshua because he knocked Klitschko out. Do you feel like you're still the champ? Do you feel like this is the championship? Or do either one of you acknowledge that no one's the champ until they fight Joshua?
I don't know about all this Joshua talk. The guy's a pumped-up weightlifter. He's not even a fighter. He's been picked hand-selected opponents.
Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah, hand-gifted in his own country. You're looking at the 2 best heavyweights on the planet, the biggest puncher on earth and the most slick boxer in the division. I'm the lineal heavyweight champion of the world going back to John L. Sullivan days.
That's true.
So in order for any of these guys to be considered the man, then they have to beat the Gypsy King who sat right here in front of them.
I got to say this, and I don't mean to just rain on everybody's parade. You know, I saw you against Klitschko. And to me, when I looked at him, Deontay Wilder, the knockout artist that he is, he goes into the ring, he finishes guys. I was expecting the same from either you or Klitschko. I wanted to see it. And to me, that fight, in my mind, kind of hurt the aura of Tyson Fury as opposed to help it because it wasn't as action-packed as I anticipated it. I want to know how you felt about that fight.
Yeah.
I want you to explain to me why somebody like me and others would look at that fight and not walk away as impressed as we thought we should be.
Well, no disrespect, but I'm going to tell you how you and others thought about that fight.
Okay.
I'm what you call a Rolls-Royce heavyweight. Yeah. My silky smooth skill of boxing in heavyweight division isn't always as exciting as some sluggers, some billfellas knocking each other out.
Okay.
And at high-level boxing, it's a chess match. One wrong mistake with Klitschko or myself or Wilder or anyone, it's curtains, it's night nurse. So at that level, when you mess with a guy who's got 65 KOs and 25 title defenses, and I'm going in there as a 6-1 underdog, don't forget.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I have to box and move, slip and slide and be very awkward. I am the Sugar Ray Leonard of the heavyweight division. So what I do isn't always exciting and colourful and knockouts. Although I have got 19 out of 27 knockouts on my record, every fight is different with me. And,
But is that how you're
and
going
I
to
select.
But is that how you're going to have to be against this man? Because you do understand that,
Yeah,
and I appreciate the civility between the both of you. Absolutely, it's beautiful to watch. But you do understand you're talking about being smooth.
Yeah.
This man is coming to take you out.
100%, but no more than Marvin Hagler was coming to take Ray Leonard out after 5 years out the ring, and he didn't do it.
I got a question. Can I ask one question? Because you called yourself the Rolls Royce. So what are you?
He's the American muscle.
I'm Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
You know, I'm Deontay Wilder. I speak and believe receive.
Deontay, so he mentions his boxing skills, and by the way, no one was supposed to beat Klitschko until maybe Anthony Joshua or you fought him. You were a huge underdog. Klitschko hadn't lost in a million years when you scored the upset, so just the fact that you got the win was big news.